Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Pyre. And Hedwyn wants us to come with him. Discuss something, I guess, while the stars are still out. So let's follow him. I think it's so interesting that we're called the reader, and I'm sitting here reading out the story to you guys. It's just such a cool little design, a cool little character idea. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. I think we're gonna find out more about him. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Okay, so oh nice. This is like dialogue options. Hedwyn wishes to know if anything is troubling you. Why he was exiled. How he got his the wagon. Cannot conduct the rites yourself. Refuse to help. Not optional, okay. I don't know if we get to ask multiple things. I'm assuming we do, so let's start with why he was exiled. He was like a nomad outrider that was stationed at the Blood border. We kind of found out that last time, which seems to be like a border between the Commonwealth and the Highwing Remnants, which are some kind of flying creatures that like live in mountain nests. So, and they're at war with the Commonwealth. So maybe he'll explain a little bit more about what happened there, and maybe something happened there that exiled him. Ask Hedwyn what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're gonna have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. He says he speaks truly as he beckons toward the fading dark above. The other thing that that I noticed right before the last rite was that we seem to be in the costumes of another set of exiles. I wonder, did he steal the wagon from someone else? Like, what happened to those people? Well, I guess another thing that we're gonna have to find out later. You gaze at the stars. You only get to ask one thing, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna have to consider that next time around. Gaul the South Star. So we did learn about Golathanian. He was called the Master General. So we learned a bit about him, and also Solium Muir, who is the Emperor of Sar, and he was called the First Exile. And it sounds like he created the scribes, and the scribes are the ones that wrote the Book of Rites that we're reading, and we're kind of following to try to get to try to escape. Jomur, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jomur Valley. So what happens if I select... Okay, I can't select these. Interesting. So I'm kind of like... I feel like I'm like set to a path then. Wonder if it's always the same. That star's not shining anymore. Alright, well, let's go. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, Rookie? And by the way, I totally forgot to read about Rookie, so as soon as I get the opportunity to, I'm going to read more about him. Assume it's a him. Got that sweet mustache. Imps fed, wheels clean. So the imps are, I don't understand how the imps are driving this thing. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to the wagon as it's moving. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. It sounds like Hedwyn's like speaking Latin or something like that. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomur. At dawn, we're off. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments. It only made him itch. Okay, Alpha Chief. So many new names. Okay, so we could talk to them again. Gives me an opportunity to read about Rookie. The fast talker. He's an opportunistic and well-connected cur, still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. So he's got cast, jump, and sprint, same thing. Race, cur. Swift, dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. The Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. So are they making a connection between the Alpha Chiefs and the cur? I don't know. And past occupation trafficker. Dealing with contraband for long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. What remains now of the fallen empire's old and tarnished currency is still of value to some. The observations we've made, seems to be the most well-connected of the masked wanderers who found you, and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and his ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, do not know yet for sure what he did to earn his sentence. Still a mystery. Something on his mind. Can we talk to this guy yet? No. Anything to do with the book? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's talk to Rookie. You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey chum, you know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on. And you had to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say... What I mean is, He hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is, he said something serious is troubling him. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. It does look a bit out of place, Ricky. Would you say my mustache? That it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? If I was to be honest, I would say it doesn't really look, it looks odd on him. Something about it makes him appear less trustworthy and perhaps less youthful too. I would agree with that. It definitely doesn't make him look trustworthy. He suggests that Rookie might appear more presentable without the mustache. He stares up toward the ceiling for several moments and breathes a sigh. I'll be right back. What in the holy hell was that? Then he scurries away. You hear him making quite a racket for a while. Just had to go take care of something real quick, chum. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go check the wheels again for mites. I also noticed he's got a gold tooth. That's cool. He bounds off out of the wagon without the mustache, of course, in case you didn't pick up on that. What did he shave it with? Is it like, it was like these imps or something? Did they like chew it off? Rookie gained +1 hope for the next rite. Cool. +1 hope. All right. What is he at then? 26. That's cool. I wonder what he would have gotten if we had picked the other option. All right, imps. We ready to go? Doing minor repairs. Hedwyn status. Okay. Let's continue. Domir Valley. You have not been to this region of the downside. Haruki knows this mountain pass through to an arid region further north. Yeah, how are those imps I love the jump. How are those imps driving us? Looks like maybe there's like, I'm not sure if that's the dirt or if that's steam coming out the back. It looks like there's like some pipes, so maybe they just power the thing somehow. The climate here in Jomir Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? Interesting. She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you cross the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. Stowaway time. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwyn. Oh, come on. You can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jodariel approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any of us. But, at the present, we have room for you, and adequate provisions. Okay, I thought Jody was gonna kill her or something. You may accompany us for the time. Jodariel leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Look at those red eyes. Really? You are so kind. You're most kind to someone you just met, like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you all. Oh, some revere them as gods, believing they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Haruki stares at all of this and leans in close to Hedwyn. Hey, so, what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? What, we gonna take in every mite-bitten drive imp we find now, too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Who, Sandalwood? I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I could tell, yours would fit her just fine. Oh. Who's Sandalwood? The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedwyn, Jodariel, and Ruki. Every type of mask. So they must have extra masks? He asks that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So, can I come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired, too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question, though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just, back home they call me lots of names, like, for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got gray hair? That's it! My name, it rhymes with gray. My name is, oh, it's just, they call me lots of names. You sense the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. Oh, that's cool. What name should we pick? Huh. Meike fe de ze she re. I like... Oh, this music's tense. I'm gonna go with Faye. You suggest that the stowaway girl's name is Faye. A young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. Why? That's it! My name is Faye! My name is Faye! Where I am from, they called me Faye the Fair, but I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Faye along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Nice. Tired but excited. So can we put her on the team? Can we put her on the squad? Oh, I guess each participant has to wear a mask, so that's what Rookie was mentioning, is that we'd have to replace Hedwyn with her if we're going to take her into the rite. That's what I'm going to guess. What he meant by that. Look at this place. Man, I want to like run around there. Look at this, the skull in the top right. The eye patch. The black wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jomir Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night, to give Faye and all of you a little time to rest. Makes sense. Consider your options. Having pitched camp with your companions for once, it seems you have some quiet time to spare. I'm just kind of checking out the surroundings. This reminds me so much of like animated films from like the 70s and the 80s. Very cool. All right, let's go check out the black wagon. Oh, there she is. Something on her mind. All right, what do you have on your mind, Faye? Faye seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, reader. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. I mean, we're pretty good, I guess. We can really read her face. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. Talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost the very day, but I am older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. My little brother, sure. He pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much. But he is family. I'm happy to be here with my family. Wow, she really bonded with the wagon quickly. I thought that I had lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we've stopped now, haven't we? I should go outside to dance, in case the scribes are watching. Bye, reader. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. An odd character. I want to see the portrait more up close. I guess I can't right-click on it or anything. Hedwyn status arguing with Rookie. Rookie's status arguing with Hedwyn. Can't talk to the lone minstrel. Oh, let's read about her. If she's there. No, she isn't. Okay. Wonder how we get to see her full profile. Maybe we could swap like Hedwyn out or something. Doesn't look like there's anything else to do aside from talk to people here for now, so let's continue. Nothing else to... You can't click on anything in the map. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jodariel motions for you to join them. Best get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time? You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. Certain junctures you may choose from several vocations. Neat. Forage for resources. Search the surrounding area for valuables to add to your Black Wagon stash of goods. Study in private. Hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Mentor a companion. Teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. I like, I'm gonna try foraging for resources. I want to see what we can find. I'm interested to see what kind of items we can get that'll help us out. We can search in the dung boulders. Fossil remains of a giant beetle's giant heap of excrement. Do not ripen with age. That sounds appetizing. Titan bones. Source of enlightenment or something of value. Remnants of things long gone, which once walked and shaped the valley, yet retain old wisdom. I'm drawn to the bones, which means there might be something better than dung boulders. So let's hit the dung boulders up. Well, chum, had enough scrounging for one day? Usually there isn't much, but if you never ever look, if you never look, you never get. All right, it's words to live by. And believe you, me, it adds up. What is this? Rafter fungus. Oh, and the excrement? Sold at the Slugmarket. Oh, that's 73 though. I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe money is gonna be better than just random items anyways. We can buy something that we actually want. Okay. Maybe it's not the smartest thing to do, but I don't know. I'm still learning the game. Let's continue along. Is there... Okay, so there's always like a little dialogue box. There's someone we talk to. Little dialogue icon. The path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Faye seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. She seems just generally enthusiastic. She just kind of wants her brother, the wagon, to move. It's so weird. Glue hive or fall flat? Wait, what's this? The Spring of Jomir. What are the downside celestial landmarks? The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments. But it only made him itch, right? Okay. Blue Hive. The north route across the Jomir Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Faye believes those who travel this path shall be as strong as Gaul, the eight scribes. Gaul of the 8 scribes, okay. Fall flat. The south route across the Jomir Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Faye believes those who travel this path shall be as swift as Jomir of the 8 scribes. Strong. So strength or speed? I'm thinking speed is probably stronger. Because, like, did you see how easy of a time I had in the last rite? Because I could just kind of, like, run all around with Rookie and no one could touch me. So I'm going to go with speed. Faye is behaving stranger than usual as you traverse the desolate sprawl of Fall Flat. This was the path that Jomir Manymane ran across so many times. Can you not feel his presence? Him and all his friends here in the sand and in the air and all about. At first you pay it little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. +1 quickness, that's what I thought. Out to the Spring of Jomir, you hear all about the roving Slugmarket, which appears to be nearby. Rookie insists you take a look after you settle in. Definitely I'm gonna take a look. The Slugmarket, it's actually a slug. Of course it is. Where you can trade your forged goods for things of greater value. Let's do the conversation first. Hedwyn, it looks like there's something in the book too. Hedwyn motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he is about to say. He better not ask me if he should grow a mustache. You'd asked what I did to get thrown in here. Figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the blood border for several years, an outrider. No real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harps swooped in, it was up to me to raise the alarm. The harps. A winged race also known as the High Wing Remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androboles the Ninth. Androboles the Ninth. We've heard about the Blood Border before, so now we know that the High Wing Remnants are called the Harps. One day the Harps came without warning. No alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard, because I wasn't there, I was with one of them. Oh, you had a relationship with one of the Harps? Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwyn the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want to fight. I abandoned my post, my friends. They paid dearly for it. I ended up down here. Hedwyn looks at you as his smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell, but I know that you'd been wondering, and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met, that you'd go free as well if any of us go free. That promise might not carry much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. There's not much good here in the downside, but at least the past is behind us. He leaves you there to consider his words. Oh, we've got everything here. Huh. Astral sign, Lenorial. He was born on the 29th of 7th moon, suggesting he is devoted and faithful. One's astral sign often foretells one's... Right. Where'd you read that? Desertion. He fled the blood borders north front without leave and did not return. Motive, insurrection. The records state he wished to relay Commonwealth military secrets to the enemy. It sounded like it was more like he was in a relationship maybe with one of the Harps. 5 years exiled. Survived 5 years in the downside thus far. It's a life sentence. Oh, here we go. So it adds more to his biography. While serving on the blood border, by chance, he had a run-in with a lone enemy Harp. They each felt a powerful connection and escaped together, rather than fight each other to the death, as would have been expected. He lost contact with her after their encounter, and left his post in search of her. But he was caught and exiled. In the downside, he found Jodariel, who looked after him when he was a child. In time, he caught wind of an unbelievable rumor, and first heard the name of Sandalwood. Very neat. Serious informant. So we still don't know about Jodariel and Ruki. Okay, what's in the book? The Lost Emperor. In the words of Golathanian, the Master General. Right, so Gaul's the one that wrote this. Yeah, this is new. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Muir? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Muir paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. Oh, this must be like chapter 1, right? This is the forward. This is chapter 1. Can I go back? Oh, this is page 3, and then I can turn the page. Cool. Okay, let's go to the Slugmarket. Love it. Hey guys, hey, how's it going? Mr. Greentail, been a while and all that. Odd creature. Hey Ron, it's going. Traveling sales creature and proprietor of the Downside Slugmarket. I love the sales creature. Say, how come you set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh, well, let's just say, you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering, Rookie signals to you in a furtive way. Oh no. What does that mean? Here's the deal, chum. Got an informant. Says there's something here connected to this Rite's business. See if you could spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. Falcon Ron? So anyways, you guys got something for me or what? That plain parcel you got there, I can take it off your paws if you want. Okay. Sell it for 30. 30 son? Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail. Though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now, you gonna take something off my hands here or what? The Moon Crest. Rank 10 Talisman. After being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately. 30% chance. A trinket resembling the intricate sigil of the Night Wings. Shines at the... Ron's laughing non-stop. He might be a little bit cuckoo. Oh, and he's riding... Is that supposed to be his... he mentioned something about a father, I think. Is that supposed to be his father or whatever? He's riding this bearded giant he's carrying him. Why does what's all this like? Okay, what's this? Ashen Coal. Rank 5 Talisman. Start to the right, the bearer's pyre automatically gains +7. A brittle clump of ash from a ritual pyre, still faintly warm to the touch somehow. Punching into the adversary's pyre, the bearer does +2 damage. An old tooth from a cur, who no longer needs it. Though its owner is gone, her fiery spirit lives on. We got Lunar Glass. While carrying the orb, the bearer moves faster than usual, +10%. A light and reflective bit of something fallen from the stars. It seems lighter still at night. Okay, I guess how much is this? 20? And I guess he's got unlimited money. The laugh is killing me. Purchase Moon Crest for 20. Sure. That's a one-of-a-kind thinger you just got there, you know? And you got yourself a real good deal from me as well. So, thanks. Gonna equip the talisman. Apparently any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of the thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it out. Talisman equip, okay. So, banished. I feel like this would be best on Jodario because she takes forever to come back into the fight, right? Wait, what's this? Oh, that's her ability. Let's give it to her. So she might come back right away. Anyway, Dad over here, his feet, you know. We've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, and so you see? Rookie indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. Wait, I want to sell this. Wow, 93. Oh, that costs 200, 50, and 45. I really want the speed, but I think I can only get one of these. I think I want this. This is the one that gives us additional damage. What'd you say, Falcon? Falcon Ron? And I'm gonna give it to Rookie because he's the one that's gonna be scoring a lot of our points. And you know, it's a cur's tooth, right? And he's a cur, so that works. See ya, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like them. Seems real nice, you know? Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap up this episode here. On the next episode, we're going to start the next rite. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now. And I lick lots too. And I love you all.